Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Shy and welcome to another crochet vlog. Today we are continuing to work on our granny square blanket in which my boyfriend's choosing the colors. You saw a little bit of this last time in my last vlog where I made a few squares for this blanket. I'm no longer making squares, I am attaching all 70 of them. And so far I've only done these 2 rows. So this is 20 squares. I still have 50 to put on. I've joined 10 squares in each row. So now I'm just attaching those squares. So I have 7 strips of 10 and I'm just sewing them together now. Just these two, putting these two together took about 2 hours, which is a long time. I'm hoping today we can get done faster and get through most, if not all, of those strips. So I still have 5 more to put on. And then we're gonna put on a border. I've been using black yarn to sew the squares together just because the border is gonna be in black and I feel like that's what matches most. Yeah, so come with me and we'll finish up this blanket together. It's been about an hour. I have sewn together 2 more of the squares in this row, I think is what I'll call it. I just got a phone call saying that my computer is ready for pickup. It stopped charging and so I had to bring it to a repair shop. But in a couple hours, I'm gonna go down there and grab that. So we might not get as much progress done as I would like today, which is fine. But I am hoping to wrap this project up soon so we can move on to bigger and better things. Yeah, slow progress, but just wanted to give an update on what it's looking like. It's kind of cute. I like how it's coming together when it's all sewn up. It just takes forever to sew it up. So I might not do a granny square project this big for a while. But since this project is coming to a close, I'm thinking of what designs I can do next, right? And I'm not sure what I want to do next. So if you have any ideas, make sure you leave them down in the comments and maybe I'll do those. I have finished our 3rd row, sewing our 3rd row on. This is what it looks like so far. I like it. So obviously this is going to be 7 wide at the top, so like about that big. And then it covers my whole body, but the border is going to add quite a bit of inches, so I'm not totally sure how big it'll be. Anyway, I'm going to take a break. I'm gonna shower, get some food, maybe go get my computer. It is about 2 o'clock now. I have had my break, I had lunch, I took a shower, and then I went to get my computer from the repair shop. I'm thinking we're gonna get cracking on these squares. I'm comfortable, I'm cozy with my dogs. So let's see how many we can do tonight. I have finished sewing on our 4th row. This one went a tiny bit faster than the others. I like how it's coming. I think it's so cute. I have 3 more to put on, so I'm gonna continue doing that. This one took a little less than an hour. That's nice. The first one I did was like 2 hours, so it's only 3:30, even though it looks like it's getting dark. So I'm gonna keep going. I have finished sewing another row of squares. This is what they look like. I'm gonna take a little break, rest my hands, and then I'll come back and I'll start sewing on another one. It's been a few hours. It's about 8 o'clock now. I just got home from jujitsu. This is what our blanket looks like. I put on all of the rows that I needed to, and this is what it looks like. I think it's super cute. Tomorrow I'm going to start on the border. But this is as far as I'm gonna get with this tonight. I actually doubted the size when I was putting the squares together. I thought it was gonna be a little too narrow for my liking, but I like how it came out. It's perfect enough to wrap around and still have length going down, which is great. And also the border's gonna add to it as well, so it's fine. But yeah, for tonight I'm gonna be all done crocheting on this blanket. I might do some other little projects. I have another blanket I have to weave in ends on and things like that. But I will see you tomorrow. Hello everyone, it's the next day. I am super excited to get to work on this blanket and hopefully finish it today. I think I can in the next few hours, which I'm excited for. Today is also a big day because I am posting my first vlog in about an hour from now. I have already put it on my socials, my Instagram, my TikTok. Everybody's gonna be able to see that, which is great. I'm so excited for you guys to watch that first one. Looking at it back, even though I'm like only filming my second vlog, I feel like I've already got so much more confident talking to the camera. But obviously it's already out for you guys by the time you're seeing this. It's already out, so if you haven't watched it, please go ahead and watch it. I think you'll enjoy it a lot, especially if you like this kind of content. Now, let's get back to our blanket. It hasn't been that long. It's been like 10 minutes. I've started working on a border. We're doing it in black, and I think I'm just going to continue doing the granny stitch for a few more rows. I'm not exactly sure how thick I want the border to be. I'm also playing with the idea of adding tassels. I'm not entirely sure if I want to do that yet either. It's kind of just a do what I feel like doing at the moment kind of thing, but I really like how it's coming out. I cut off whatever ends I already weaved in. So as I sewed the granny squares together, I sewed in those ends too. For the most part, there's still a few that I haven't done yet, which is fine. I like doing all my ends at the end usually anyway. So I'm excited to get to that point. But for now, I'm just going to continue working on our granny stitch border. I wanted to point out It is 11:59, almost 12, and that is when our vlog goes live. I have done 1.5 rows on this blanket of the granny square stitch. I think I'm going to go around 3 times and then do a single crochet border. That's what I've decided on. And then I think I'm going to do a tassel in each corner, so 4 tassels on the blanket. I think that will be nice. But right now I am starving, and I'm sure my dogs need to use the bathroom. So I'm going to take a break, make sure everything is going smoothly with the vlog. Otherwise, I'll come back afterward and we'll continue going and we'll finish this blanket. 2 o'clock. I'm back from my break. I did some chores, had some lunch, took the dogs for a walk. I just finished our second row of our border, so I'm going to start our third granny stitch row and then our single crochet row. I just finished our third granny stitch row, which means I only have a single crochet row left. However, I don't really feel like putting on a single crochet row. It won't really do anything for the blanket itself, so I'm not gonna. I'm going back on that idea, which I do a lot. You're gonna notice that when I make my blankets, I go back and forth a lot between ideas. But that means that the blanket is technically finished. It's really not, because we have a bunch of ends to weave in, and then I mentioned wanting to put tassels in the 4 corners. So we just have to do that. I'm gonna spend some time weaving in some ends, and I'll probably see you when I start doing the tassels. I forgot to film it, but as you could see, I was working on our tassels. I evened them out so they're all about the same length. They're kind of shorter than I wanted, but that's okay. They're still cute. Now it's time to give you guys the review. Here is our blankets. I think it's cute. I like it a lot. I love the colors. The tassels I think were a good idea. I'm gonna have to incorporate them more on my blankets. This is what the bottom looks like. Hold on. It's the bottom. I think it's so cute. Like I said, it's perfect size to like wrap around. And I think all the granny squares are sewn together super nicely as well. Here is a slightly better look at what the blanket looks like. Thank you guys so much for watching. This is the end of the video. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, subscribe if you want to see more content from me. Leave a comment down below letting me know what I should do next, how you feel about this blanket. Just let me know your thoughts and opinions. I love to hear it. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!